The original Pixel phones might not have set the cash registers ringing for Google, but they were some of the best phones of 2016. And while Google is back with Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL, another attempt at premium Android flagships that can take on the iPhones. While the Pixel 2 XL has been marred with issues, the smaller Pixel 2 hasn't faced a lot of flack. So how does the Pixel 2 fare? Well, here's a review. What's up guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com, and today I'm going to talk about the Google Pixel 2 and how it fares against the very aggressive competition. Before we get started, make sure to hit the bell icon to get notifications for all our future videos. Now that you've done that, let's talk about the Pixel 2. I loved the original Pixel for its software, camera and performance, but I never quite liked the design. Honestly, the original Pixel looked kind of boring, and well, the Pixel 2 has refined the same design. So you must be thinking, boring? Well, not really. While the Pixel 2 might look a bit uninspiring, it's actually a delight to hold. The device is made of aluminum, but the back has a hard textured design which feels super nice and grippy. Also, thanks to the smaller footprint, it fits perfectly in the hand. I like it. The glass shade, aka the glass cutout in the back, is still there, but it's smaller and I prefer it this way. I certainly like the back of the Pixel 2. It looks and feels premium. But let's get ready for some disappointment. Yes, here's the Pixel 2's front in all its bezel-full glory. Let me get this straight. The Pixel 2 does not look like a 2017 flagship. It's got huge bezels on the top and bottom, which just looks outdated in a world where lower priced phones like the Mix 2 have smaller bezels. Just look at it next to the Mix 2. Now take a look at it next to the S8. I know it's painful. I do appreciate the dual stereo speakers, which by the way are part of the XL2. They are very loud and they don't distort even at maximum volume, which is sweet. Also, some users have reported a ticking sound from the top speaker in the Pixel 2 when the NFC is turned on. We haven't had this issue on our Pixel 2. Either ways, Google should roll out a fix soon. Plus, we don't have any reasons to use NFC in India, so we can just chill guys. The fingerprint scanners on the back, which many people prefer as we found out in a Twitter poll, and it's amazingly fast. Plus, it's positioned just right. I also like the fact that the Pixel 2 has IP67 water and dust resistance, something that's always nice to have. And oh, I almost forgot. After making fun of Apple last year for removing the 3.5mm jack, Google has taken the same route with the Pixel 2. Google is definitely more courageous because there's not even a Type-C headset in the Pixel 2 box. Overall, the Pixel 2 design is certainly refined and premium, but it's no match against other bezel-less flagships. Moving on to the display, the Pixel 2 has a 5-inch Full HD AMOLED display, and unlike the Pixel 2 XL's POLED display, this one has no burn-in issues. So if you're thinking of not buying the Pixel 2 because it might have the burn-in issue, don't worry, it's safe from that. Having said that, there is a blue tint when you view the display from extreme angles. It's not a deal breaker, but it's there if you want to see it. Other than that, I like AMOLED displays, and akin to most AMOLED displays, the one in the Pixel 2 is beautiful. The colors are accurate but don't really pop, and this might ache some users. There is a vivid colors option to increase the saturation. Plus, Google is working on a new color mode that will make the colors pop like Samsung flagship displays in a future update. Overall, the display on the Pixel 2 is nice, but nothing out of the world. Now let's talk about the most interesting thing about the Pixel 2, its camera. To put it blatantly, you will buy this phone for the camera it packs. Yes, it's that good. The Pixel 2 has a 12.2 megapixel f1.8 camera with OIS and dual LED flash. And well, it takes some great photos, be it in daytime or low light. Check out some photos we took. The photos captured by the Pixel 2 are sharp, have great detail, and have the accurate colors. The dynamic range is some of the best I've seen from phones. Here are some low light photos too, and again, the photos captured are amazing. The Pixel 2 has a wider f1.8 aperture and it shows in the photos. The low light photos have ample light, great details and color accuracy is on point. There's no dual camera, but don't worry, the Pixel 2 has the bokeh taking portrait mode for you. And even with a single lens, it works surprisingly well. Apparently, Google uses AI along with face and depth mapping algorithms to add the blur in the background. If these pictures are any indication, Google has done a good job. The portrait mode photos taken with the Pixel 2 are comparable and at times even better than the portrait mode photos taken with the dual camera packing iPhone 8 Plus. There are other tricks too, like motion photos, which is Google's implementations of iPhone's live photos. When turned on, the camera captures 1.5 seconds of video, which is played in loop as a GIF when you press hold on the photo. On the front, the Pixel 2 has an 8 megapixel f2.4 camera, and it's one of the best selfie cameras we have ever seen. The camera snaps some great selfies. Plus, surprise surprise, the Pixel 2 has the portrait mode for the front too. And while it does not work as well as it does on the rear camera, it's still good enough for social media, and something that will definitely impress your friends. Video capture is on point too. Google has added OIS along with EIS to the Pixel 2, and the results are pretty sweet. The videos captured are really stable. Look at this. So stable, right? Plus the details, the colors, the sharpness, everything's on point here. Pixel 2 supports 4K videos as well as 1080p at 60 fps and slow-mo videos at 240 fps. Yes, the Pixel 2 has you covered when it comes to video capabilities. Overall, when it comes to camera, the Pixel 2 lives up to its DxOMark score of 98. In fact, I can confidently say that the Pixel 2 is one of the best camera phones available out there, if not the very best. Plus the camera app is really fast, which makes the camera experience really great. Next up, let's talk about the performance. The Pixel 2 comes with Snapdragon 835 chipset, like all other Android flagships, coupled with 4GB of RAM. Some would say the amount of RAM is less, but I don't think it affects the performance at all. In fact, Pixel 2, like the original Pixel, is one of the fastest phones out there. Basically, no matter what you do, the phone remains snappy. I installed a lot of apps and games on the phone, and even while using multiple apps or playing extensive games, the Pixel 2 remained smooth, which was kind of expected considering our original Pixel still remains a pretty snappy device. Our Pixel 2 scored around 160,000 in AnTuTu tests, which is surprisingly less than what most Android flagships score. Moving on to battery performance, the Pixel 2 is average to decent. The 2700 mAh battery on the Pixel 2 supports fast charging and should last you a day in most situations. The phone did last me a day on moderate to heavy usage, but I did have to put the phone to charge by the end of the day. Basically, you will have to charge it at the end of the day no matter how you use it. The smaller battery makes sure that the phone charges pretty fast. The Pixel 2 goes from 10 to 100% in around 70 minutes, which is pretty great. Also, it doesn't heat up like crazy like the Pixel used to, which is definitely a plus. Talking about the software, the Pixel 2 comes with stock Android 8.0, that is Oreo, along with some really cool features. There's the new Pixel launcher, which has the search bar at the bottom for easy access, and the new At a Glance widget, which shows you appointments, date, and the weather. I also really like the wallpapers on the Pixel 2, especially the exclusive collection of Living Collection wallpapers. Along with these features, these are some Pixel exclusive features that I found during my usage. First, the active squeeze feature from the HTC U11 is here. It lets you trigger the Google Assistant via a squeeze, but you can also use it to silence the ringer when you receive a call, which is pretty handy. Also, you can use the Button Mapper app to remap the squeeze feature, so you can use the squeeze to turn on the flashlight, start an app, basically do anything. Plus the haptic feedback you get when you squeeze is really cool. I also like the Now Playing feature, which basically identifies the song playing around you all the time and tells you about it. I tried English as well as Hindi songs and it works pretty well. All the data is saved locally, so there's nothing to worry about. At least that's what Google says. Then there's Google Lens, which is available in Google Photos only, as of now. You can detect object in images or search for similar images using Google Lens. The feature was a hit and miss for me. Another feature I like is when you set a dark wallpaper, the Pixel 2 theme turns to dark, which is a really nice touch. Also, as has been in the news, there is a hidden menu button in the right end of the navigation bar that opens up the 3-dot menu in some apps. Overall, I think that the Android experience on the Pixel 2 is arguably the best Android experience you can get. That's pretty much everything about the Pixel 2. The Pixel 2 starts at Rs 61,000 and competes with the Galaxy S8 and the iPhone 8. So let's get to the important question. Should you buy the Pixel 2? Well, I'd say the Pixel 2 makes a compelling point with its amazing cameras, great Android experience and some great performance. If these are the only things that matter to you, go ahead and buy the Pixel 2. You won't be disappointed. However, If you want a modern looking phone that looks like a flagship made for 2017, give the Pixel 2 a skip, because it does not look anything like it with its huge bezels. Go for the Galaxy S8 because the Samsung flagship is a much more modern looking phone than the Pixel 2. Well, those are my thoughts on the Google Pixel 2, but I'd love to know what you think. Will you be buying the Google Pixel 2? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.